Hello, my wonderful viewers, and did we get an awesome, exciting surprise today? We get chapter 36 of Kaiju number 8, and here's my spoiler-free review and analysis, and oh my goodness, this is a plot twist from beyond the fourth wall. The plot twist being that even though we were sure we were going to get an art chapter this week for the break, we get a real chapter. Anyway, hello, and let's just get into it. Now, when this chapter came out, it wasn't entirely a happy moment for me, you see. Don't mistake me, I was thrilled, but I was also sitting with a nervous and claw-happy kitten in my lap in the parking lot of the vet's office just before I took her in to be spayed. She's a really nervous cat, and I was trying to soothe her with some really good vibes, as she is super sensitive to my mood. So, as 8 had just rolled around, I figured, why not take a gander at the art page? The gorgeous backgrounds and the story in a frame always put me in a really good, calm mood. So I opened the app, and wouldn't you know it, a choked off scream of joy does nothing in the least to calm a scatty kitten down. So now I have a video to make and multiple lacerations across my lap, and the vet tech just gets to deal with an extra defensive kitten. Ah well, at least the cat will have the drugs to kick in it soon. Anyway, this is a real plot twist, one that twisted right around the fourth wall and gave us an all nice surprise. One has to wonder if this is to make up for the 3-week break, or simply timing the story so that the break next week is even more excruciating than it would have been if they dropped it this week, because now we know so much more. And yet, there are more questions, which is the hallmark of great writing. As usual, the art is amazing. I especially want to note how expressive the body language is. I have noted more than once that you can tell so much about what is going on in the story because the artists use every motion of the characters' bodies to tell the story. Mostly, I noted that leading up to this chapter, director Shinomiya's body language indicated that he carries years of severe injuries in his body. Those gauntlets have probably severely stressed and injured his spine, and it's probably only kaiju spit and human spite holding him together. I figured that he wouldn't be long for this world no matter how this confrontation turns out. I was kind of surprised that nearly everyone agreed with me. Not only that a very large portion of the fandom had also noted his subtle stiffness and careful movements. They'd actually kind of figured out what that would mean in the long run. These artists are good at drawing body language, and that really comes into play in this chapter. I won't give any spoilers, but there's a panel where something clearly changes in one of the characters' minds. You can just see it. You don't see any thought bubble. There are no words. None of the other characters commented on it. There's no major change in the situation from outside, but just from the body language alone, you can tell that right then and there, the entire tenor of the situation is going to change dramatically. You can also tell that the majority of Shinomiya's old cronies have a very strong fondness for Kikoru. In the last chapter, and this one, you can just look at their interactions. She respects them, and they fondly respect who she is and what she is becoming. It's not just that they are taking the time to explain things to her, it's how they hold themselves in her presence. It's just a nice little detail. The one old man with all the scars, you can tell he's so much more relaxed in her presence than even in the presence of his fellows and equals around the debate table. These men love their old commander's daughter. Also, there are some awesome old soldiers in their own right. These are the kind of men who in their younger days would have slipped out of the bunker to watch the artillery fall because it was just so cool. I am rather surprised to see them alive at this age, but let's see where the story takes them. I hope we get some more character development for these old dudes. And the plot twist that this chapter leaves us on is amazing. Most of us saw it coming. We didn't want it to be, but it was one of several theories that we considered likely. We sure didn't expect the reveal this week, or even next week, but it should be no surprise by now that we can't predict when the creator is taking the story to the places that we know it's going to go. I cannot wait for the next chapter, but that next week or the week after, well, it's coming. Now, if you need something to calm down your cat with good vibes at the vet, go pick up a copy of Humans Are Weird. I have the data, a book of human absurdity. I hope your cat doesn't mind chuckling. Peace out, my wonderful viewers.
The book from author Betty Adams, Humans Are Weird, I Have the Data, is a humorous look at human behavior through the eyes of aliens. This book is arranged in separate reports or essays, documenting the experiences with humanity through the lens of the aliens who have to interact with them. This anthology of short stories and vignettes from alien points of view highlights some of humanity's quirks we can all relate to. Author Betty Adams captures how strange and interesting humans can really be. This is a fun collection of stories you will really get a kick out of. Humans Are Weird, I Have the Data, from author Betty Adams. Order your copy right now on Amazon.